How's it going, guys? We're going to be getting right into another video, Michael Burry's top picks. And this time we're going to be focusing on the tech industry, the tech sector. So he has four stocks picked out. The first one being, of course, Google. How can we ever forget Google? Very solid, very big company. Everyone uses Google, almost everyone. And then we have two financial industries, Discover Payments and Global Payments. And then we have Meta Platforms, also known as Facebook. So some very solid picks in the tech sector by Michael Burry. The first one is, of course, going to be Google, priced at around $116 per share. For the longest time, this was priced around $1,000 to $2,000 per share, and then it underwent a 20-for-1 stock split following Amazon's stock split. So very good move. It allows a lot of smaller retail investors to get into the stock, especially me as well. And the best thing about it is, since it's a little cheaper priced, we can easily play some options because it is going to cost a little bit less than it normally would on a $2,000 stock, because you're only going to need like $11,000 of collateral to sell a cash cleared put. So for example, you could sell a 115 cash cleared put for $105 of credit, and you're going to have a 71% chance of profit if you do that as well. But that's how you sell options on a stock like this. Google, it's always going to be there. It's a huge tech giant. So it's a very safe bet. You take a look at the year. A lot of stocks, especially the tech industry, is down in the past year. So Google is no exception. It is down 15%. In the 5 year, it is doing pretty good. 133% in the past 5 years. Really solid uptrend. So this is a very safe bet to buy and hold in a long-term portfolio. And next up, we have Discover Financial Services. So it involves in the provision of direct banking and payment services. Take a look at the past year. Of course, it's going to be down a little bit, but in the past 5 years, it is quite a bit up, 62% in the past 5 years. So during the March pandemic of 2020, it went to lows of $25 per share, and now it's sitting at $100 per share. So pretty nice 4x return right there. So that's another stock that he is buying. And then third, we have Global Payments. So it engages in the provision of payment technology and software solutions. So another payment company. This one is down a little bit more than the previous one, 36%. And the past 5 years, if this thing would load, it's up 30%. It is pretty volatile, as we can see. A lot of ups and downs. But that's just really good news, since it's down around 50% from its all-time highs. You're getting a cheaper price stock. So this is another one of Michael Burry's top picks for the tech sector. And then lastly, of course, we have Meta Platforms, which I'm a big fan of right now to sell options on. Premiums are pretty good. As you can see, I have a cash geared put for August 19th, $140 strike, and we collected around $100 or so of premium. And we're up a little bit, $17. We sold this today, actually, and we made a little bit of money. So as long as it stays above $140 per share, we're going to be making about $100 or so, which is some pretty good consistent income. As we can see, is in the past year, it hasn't been doing well at all. Got killed by earnings. Outlook is looking pretty bad. But in the past 5 years, it is down as well, which is pretty bad for one of these big tech giants. A lot of people are scared, but Mark Zuckerberg is really betting on the metaverse. They even changed their company name to Meta Platforms just to bet on the metaverse. And if that actually becomes a huge thing, then this stock would definitely be a really solid pick and go to the moon. But of course, all these companies are going to be pretty solid picks. Google being the safest one. I would highly recommend Google on this list. And then Meta Platforms is also going to be pretty solid. It's going to be a riskier bet, but in your portfolio, you do need a little bit of diversity between safer investments, going to be Google, and riskier investments, which in this case is going to be Meta Platforms. That's about it for the technology sector for Michael Burry's top 4 stocks.